What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do some old-fashioned live trading. Made a nice 40% on some Tesla put options today, utilizing the 20 SMA from the daily chart as well as some important key levels to be looking at on the intraday basis. Use those levels, use that 20 SMA, use some candlestick reading to take this entry here on Tesla. I'm going to break down why I took the trade, share that trade with you live as well so that you guys can see how I executed it as we were trading it live within the voice chat today. After we look at that trade, I'm going to share two swing trades that I currently have open. I am red on these positions right now, but the setups are still looking very valid, and I figured I would share them with you in today's video. So if you guys enjoyed today's video after watching it, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, guys, so number one, the Tesla live trade made about 40%, a little bit over $800 on this trade. This was a very clean trade, and there was some very important reasons why I was looking for downside here on Tesla. Yesterday, Tesla had a big push to the upside, pretty much without the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ was pretty much sideways. Tesla sort of did its own thing after arguably being a little bit oversold over the last few days. So we got a big push yesterday on Tesla. Now, this push went right into this dotted blue line. That dotted blue line on your screen is the daily 20 SMA. This is a very, very important level for stocks as of late. I've talked about this level a few times in a past video, and if you guys want to check that out, I'll pop it up on the screen if you want to see how you put that on the chart. Very important level, the daily 20 SMA. Now, yesterday, this is where we stopped, right? The after hours went right into that 271 level, which was exactly the 20 SMA on the daily. Now, we can see in the after hours, in the pre-market, we squeezed above that level, and in the morning today, I was looking to see whether we would hold or reject that 20 SMA. That was my whole game plan. Are we going to hold above it? And if so, I'm going to look long. Are we going to reject it? And if so, I'm going to short off that level. I'm simply going to use that 20 SMA to guide my trade. Sort of a easy way to guide your trade, right? Daily 20 SMA, is it a rejection? Is it a support? This is sort of what I was looking at. Now, we can see, if we break this down into the 2-minute chart, you guys can see where that rejection came in on the 2-minute chart. That is right here. This is the market open on Tesla. Right there is my daily 20 SMA. The candlestick that gave me the confirmation to take this trade is right here, right? This candle right here gave me a lot of confidence because I saw us push to the upside, tap that 20 SMA on the daily, which is exactly at that 272.1. We saw a nasty rejection at that level. When I saw that, I had to take the trade. I told myself, let's play it off that 20. Let's have a stop over high a day, right? Risking maybe about 1.5 points, half a point, right? Having that proper risk to reward, understanding my game plan. I knew I wanted to try to play short off that 20 SMA, use that high a day stop, and look to see, right? This was the second part. Look to see if we can then look for rejections under 271. Now, the reason I was looking at 271, I'll go back to the 2-minute chart. I'll go to yesterday's price action. We can see 271 was this after hours high yesterday on Tesla. So I figured if we can get a rejection off the 20 SMA, and then if we can get a rejection of the previous day highs, including the after hours, that 271, then I would have a lot of confidence in this position. So I did enter pretty early here on that 20 SMA rejection, and I was just waiting to see if this 271 would reject. Now we can see, I'm going to actually turn this red because this is signifying a rejection point, right? That's where we want to be red. So we can see we had that 20 SMA rejection. We broke down, we popped back to the upside, and then we rejected that 271. After seeing this and after seeing the 271 rejections, right, I knew that Tesla was very weak, and I sort of rode this thing lower and took profits on the way lower. The whole game plan was the 20 SMA rejection. And the biggest thing to take away from this video is the reading of the candlesticks. The reading of this candlestick right here should give you some type of insight, right? You should be able to react to what this candlestick is showing you. It's showing you that buyers attempted to push back into that 20 and got sold very aggressively into it, right? And when I saw that, I knew sellers were in control. That gave me my confirmation. And at that point, I could take my trade there, right? Risking, let's say, high a day, so I can put this up to around 273, right? This is my risk in this scenario. I'm risking, 1.5 points, a point, right? Looking to see if we would stay under high day with that 20 SMA rejection, and I'm looking for that downside. Very good risk to reward here. I have this entire trade recorded live, which I think you're probably most interested in, so let's go ahead and run that now. Tesla's really rejecting that 20 SMA. I might take a stab at it. Another 20 SMA, really ugly wick on Tesla there. Just a little concerned about Tesla doing its own thing here today. But that's another nice 20 SMA rejection on Tesla right there. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Tesla 265 put. Stop over the 20 SMA. I took it light. I'm just going to let it sit. I'm going to let it bake. Yeah, I could be wrong here by trading it into 271. That might be what causes me to lose. Trading it into the 271 demand. Yep, I'm in Tesla 265 puts. Just basically my whole game plan is stuck below the 20 SMA. The blue line. That's my whole game plan there. As long as it's rejecting that 20, I'm staying in it. Tesla could still bounce off this previous day close. It's that 269 level. You're right, it's supply on NASDAQ and ES right here. Okay, so there's a... Jesus. Okay, fat rejection at the NASDAQ 650 on the dot. On the dot. Fat smackdown, exact supply level. Let's see if that follows through. It's still not legit yet on the upside on the ES. It's still right, big wick rejection on the ES on the 5-minute. Major wick rejection. And a pretty big rejection there on the NASDAQ as well. I'm not sold on that yet. I'm still in Tesla puts. Tesla has not shown me a reason to get out. If we get a NASDAQ rejection up here, I think Tesla will be good. Tesla has not moved higher with the NASDAQ. Tesla continues to reject. If we go back into 268 here, I'm going to take some off. All right, I'm going to take some off Tesla here. Up 14%. This is the right level to take a little bit off here. So taking some profits, up 14% on Tesla. You got to take profits into a drop like that on a day like today. It's a rubber band day. I'm taking some more off Tesla here. Tesla looks great, up 30% on Tesla. Nice hold all day on Tesla, man. Was there ever a reason to get out of Tesla puts? No. Where's the higher high? Where's the higher low? Where's the strength? Never showed it, right? Just had to read the price action. All right, I'm going to take a little bit more off Tesla here. Up 35%. All right, I'm taking more off Tesla. Tesla's the only thing that's keeping me green today. That's why I have to lock it up. So guys, I quickly want to share two swing trades that I'm in. They are both looking for downside. I'm not going to go too in depth here. I just want to give you an overall understanding of what I'm looking at here. This is Netflix, and this is the weekly chart on Netflix. And what you guys can see here is that Netflix back in 2020 and 2021 had some major previous demand levels here around that 480 level. Now, what I spotted here last week, if I zoom in now to the current price action, look at the weekly chart rejection candle at 480. I'm looking to see if I can continue this play here on this weekly chart rejection. This 480 level was a very key level for Netflix to try to get above, and we can see how aggressively it rejected. We can also see since the lows here on Netflix, we've been in somewhat of an uptrending channel, right? We've held this channel low, we've sort of held this channel high, and recently we have rejected that channel high pretty aggressively, and I think there could be some opportunity for Netflix to retest this 380 level right here, right? This 380 previous high, it would still be a bullish setup on Netflix longer term if we do hold that 380. But I think there is some opportunity here after seeing that weekly chart rejection at that 380 level. Now, if I go into the 30-minute chart, I'll show you guys why I continue to hold this position. There's a few reasons here on the short term. So here is Netflix on the 30-minute chart over the last 5 trading days. And what we can see is we had a previous double bottom low here around this 432 level. Now, this is my stop loss on this trade. I do not want to see Netflix back above this double bottom. I want to see it stay below. Now, over the last few trading days, Netflix has been very weak versus the market and has not been able to break above that 432 level. And what I'm looking for here is eventually a breakdown and a break under this demand here around this 422. As long as Netflix stays under that 432, I'm looking for this downside continuation into this 422.50 and potentially even lower. As of right now, I continue to stay in this trade. I'm keeping a larger term look on this position. I will look at further dated contracts if I have to, or if I need more time on this play. But as long as Netflix is under 432, I'm looking for downside weakness. I think that's a very major weekly chart rejection here, and that is one of the positions that I'm currently in. The next swing trade that I am in is also looking for downside, and that is on Coinbase. Coinbase had a very large squeeze here back on Thursday. This is back on the 13th of July. We had a major squeeze. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember that move over these levels right into that 110 level. Now, once we hit that 110, we saw a lot of rejection step in, and we broke down. This $100 level was an important support, right? We can see 100, 102, 100, 102, 100, and 102 right there that held up Coinbase previously. Now here, on Thursday of last week, we broke below that 102 and neared that 100 level. And what we can see both Friday of last week and today, we saw rejections at the previous demand levels, right? We saw this previous triple bottom turn into a double top, and that is keeping me in this trade. Now, my target here, as long as Coinbase stays under that 102 level, is a move into this 92. Now, the reason I'm looking for a move into 92 is if we pull up the volume profile here, what you're going to see is that this squeeze to the upside left a very large trough, or however you want to call it, a trough, a valley, whatever you want to call it. There is a very large gap in price action here on the volume profile until we hit 92. So my thought process here is as long as we're under this previous triple bottom, and as long as we keep it as a rejection point, which we have seen here over the last few trading days, I am looking for Coinbase to fall through this low volume area and hit that 92 level, which is where I will take profits on this position. As of right now, I'm slightly red on this position. End of day today was very weak. If I go to the 5-minute chart, you guys can see this is the end of day today where we rejected that 102 again and slid to the downside. As long as we continue to see downside here on Coinbase, as long as we stay under that 102, I am staying in this position for a profit target of around that 92 level. So guys, some live trading on Tesla today. I hope you guys did enjoy watching that trade live, giving you some ideas of what I am currently holding, Netflix puts, Coinbase puts, some analysis behind those. I update these positions every single day on the pre-market live streams. If you guys want to go ahead and watch that, it's every morning starting at 8 a.m. Once again, thank you guys for all the support on the channel. Press that like button, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.